All right, bingo, we got action. My name is LB, the realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. Now, I just wanted to go over this Democratic debate that we just had recently, a couple nights ago. I actually got to watch it, and I wanted to report on the Bloomberg beatdown, the Bloomberg beatdown that occurred. So right off the bat, like from the gate, Bloomberg gets socked in the face by Elizabeth Warren. She said, this guy called women dumb broads and no. She said fat broads and dog-faced lesbians. And no, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Mayor Bloomberg. And man, that was insane. That was insane. She said that right off the bat. So kudos to Elizabeth Warren. There's a lot of reporting going on right now that everybody's excited and everyone is happy that Elizabeth Warren basically returned to uh, progressive, I guess, attack dog roots, because she's known for going after the people on Wall Street and the banksters and those kind of people, even though none of them, I don't, to my knowledge, have seen any jail time or any real repercussions for their part, in the crash. But, I digress. She's known as the attack dog going after those people. So she kind of returned back to her roots on that one. So Elizabeth Warren went at Bloomberg, and then she had another, that was just right off the bat. She had another devastating blow to Mike Bloomberg when she tried to get him to release the women that he tried to silence with the non-disclosure agreements, saying that they basically wouldn't talk about what happened to them during their time working for Mayor Bloomberg or his businesses if they, basically got money. So he paid them off. They signed a non-disclosure agreement, and they won't talk. So she basically tried to get him to release the women from that, and I guess some men. And he had to walk himself back from that one. That was amazing to watch. Elizabeth Warren. So are you saying tonight on national television that you're gonna release the women from their non-disclosures agreement, and you're gonna let them tell their side of the story? Is that what I'm hearing, Mayor Bloomberg? Mayor Bloomberg, is that what I'm hearing? So she nailed him to the wall with that one. Incredible. And this guy, Mayor Bloomberg, like I said a few days ago, he just put out and I haven't checked it recently, but a couple days ago, he put out 25 new commercial ads. 25 new ads in an hour. I checked the YouTube page, and it was 25 new ads all within the previous 3 hours. It was what? This guy he's throwing money everywhere. He's making it rain on everybody. YouTubers and bloggers, vloggers, and news people, the DNC. He's just throwing money everywhere. He threw enough money to the point where he got himself on the debate stage. But he basically, it's funny, people reporting, he basically paid millions of dollars for him to get smacked up in the debate. I mean, honestly, he had to have expected it, right? He had to have expected that he was going to get attacked. I mean, his record was going to come to light. Stop and frisk, all his harassment lawsuits and allegations. The issue of redlining even came up. So Elizabeth Warren knocked him sideways, silly. Bernie Sanders knocked him upside the head. Even Amy Klobuchar, Joe Biden, even got at Mike Bloomberg and smacked him up a little bit. Now, Joe Biden, his attack towards Mike Bloomberg wasn't exactly as devastating. As a matter of fact, it was nowhere as near as devastating as Elizabeth Warren's attack on Mike Bloomberg. But he landed a blow. So going forward after this Bloomberg beatdown hashtag, I'm not sure if he's going to be a serious threat. I mean, he is a serious threat because of how much money he has. But how much money does it take in order to buy yourself a good reputation? I don't know. I don't know. He bought himself second place, and now he's first place in some polls that I've seen recently. First place in some polls that I've seen recently. Now, this was, I believe, pre-debate. Now, post-debate, I'm not so sure if he can keep this up. I mean, I just don't know how much money it will take in order to. I don't know. I just really don't see it happening. If Bloomberg gets the nomination, then the Democratic Party truly will die. I mean, it would just be devastating to have a Bloomberg as a candidate, let alone a president. You know, we already have Donald Trump, and now they think that the answer to beating Donald Trump is to prop up Mayor Bloomberg. And he's like the Trump of the left. I mean, can anyone out there in YouTube land, honestly, can you name one good thing that Mayor Bloomberg has done? Because I'm bombarded constantly with negative associations with Bloomberg. Maybe there's something out there that he's done that's positive, that actually had some real substance, you know, like some real meat to it that I could latch on to, because I'm reaching here. I'm reaching here. I don't know. Help me out, folks. So Bloomberg got beat down. I'm not sure if he's going to be a serious contender going forward. We already know Elizabeth Warren is, you know, but after the previous debate, I'm sure she'll spike in the polls a little bit, but we'll see how her black support goes. We'll see how Mayor Buttigieg, we'll see how he does, but it's projected he's going to go as well. Joe Biden's already, you know, like, I mean, if all of these candidates, just throw them out, just toss them out, just toss them out, toss them out, toss them out the fucking window. I mean, it's coming down to Bernie Sanders. If Bernie Sanders has the most votes, if he has the most delegates, he should absolutely be the Democratic nominee. A lot of people like to take shots saying that, oh, well, Bernie Sanders is not even a Democrat, so why should he be the Democratic nominee? Bernie Sanders has put in so much work for the Democrats, it's unbelievable. He campaigned for Hillary Clinton when they stole really the nomination from him back in 2016. He still went out there and campaigned for Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. He still went out there and tried to say that Trump was an existential threat to our democracy, and that this was bigger than just, you know, a purity test or whatever, that, you know, there was no comparison. Trump is just so horrible, we had to defeat him. He went out there and stumped for the Democrats. He went out there and basically made himself look like a goddamn fool in front of his supporters. Now, a lot of his supporters don't even rock with Bernie anymore because of what he did and how he reacted, how he propped up the Democrats, and how he tried to bring people back into the Democratic fold, how he told his supporters to put money and to put their support back into a Democratic Party that cheated them, that cheated him. He did that, but people like to say that Bernie Sanders is not Democratic enough, or he's not Democrat enough. Nonsense. He's caucused with the Democrats. He's constantly worked with the Democrats. If anybody deserves to be the Democratic nominee, if anybody is, come on now, stop it. Everybody on that stage in the previous debate in Nevada, everybody with the exception of Bernie Sanders said that they don't believe in democracy. They said that the person with the most votes shouldn't necessarily be the nominee. The person with the most votes. And again, these are the same people that would argue about, well, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. The popular vote. She won the most. She won 3 million more votes than Donald Trump. She should be president right now. But you just said on the debate a couple nights ago that you don't believe that the person with the most votes should have, or should be the nominee for the Democrats. So they flip-flopped their answer so much. I just watched a Humanist Report video, and at the end of the video, he had the audio of Elizabeth Warren and Pete Buttigieg saying that they believe that the person with the most votes should be the nominee. But a couple nights ago during the debate, they had a different story to tell. They were singing a whole different tune. Really? Really? Very interesting. It's funny how these people switch up. In Mayor Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren's case, all the freaking time, but people still won't let them go. They just keep latching on to these people as if they're serious candidates, as if they're serious contenders, as if they are the, you know, these people are not as progressive as you think they are. Matter of fact, it's pretty obvious. And if you're not acknowledging that, you're not being fair to yourself, really. You're not being fair to yourself if you're not acknowledging fact. If you're not seeing the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest, however that saying goes. You know, so anyways, if they try to steal this nomination from Bernie Sanders, let me just say right now, for myself, let alone there being a riot or people in the streets protesting against the DNC on Washington, D.C., whatever, I can't ever see myself voting Democrat again, because democracy truly has died at that point. If Bernie Sanders gets the most votes and he's not the nominee, then there's no point in voting Democrat. Hell, at least the Republicans will let their guy come up. They let their guy win. They let Donald Trump win. They listened to their constituents. They listened to the voters, and the voters spoke, and Donald Trump was their candidate. Donald Trump ended up being the president of the United States. The Democrats can't say the same thing. Well, let's see. I know last time they basically cheated Bernie Sanders, and it was known. I mean, Donna Brazile came out and said it was rigged. Even Elizabeth Warren at first came out and said it was rigged. After then, she changed her story, like she does, because that's her MO. So, like I said, if they steal this from Bernie Sanders, I'm definitely not voting Democrat ever again. I don't think I can ever call myself a Democrat or be associated with the Democratic Party anymore. There has to be something else that has to be done. I don't know exactly what that is. You know, starting a new party from scratch isn't that easy, but something will be done. And the Democratic Party will never, ever be the same again. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video if you like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys on the next one. Love, peace, and light. I'm out.